and bonds wherever you are with using the Zabu platform. With Zabu, it is easier for you to at least invest and put your money in there. Powered by Altex East Africa. You can use the USSD code *292#. You as an MTN subscriber, and it becomes easier for you to get this particular savings done. Invest your money. Don't just save, but save for investment with the Zabu platform. So with Zabu, the opportunities are there for you to quickly invest your money in stock, bonds, and securities. It has never been this easy, and it will never be hard. Trust me. You can use the USSD code of *292#, and you follow the prompts for more and better saving. And that is powered by Altex East Africa. Back to our topic of discussion. Meanwhile, we're going to be talking about championing or looking at piloting financial, basically online financial solutions in one way or the other. Now, looking at online purchases, as the economies are struggling to turn their economies into the cashless economy status, or putting it into the digital age whereby everyone can easily understand or can easily afford a life without moving with hard cash. So joining me on set this morning, I'm joined by a lady from Sente, and her name is Lynn 2K. She's the marketing and also head public relations from the same platform. Many thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jerome.
Okay, please say hello to my viewers.
Hello, viewers.
Okay, and Lynn, if we're to go deeper in understanding, what is Sente all about?
Yeah. So Sente is an online platform.
Okay.
We are basically a financial technology company that is helping businesses simplify company finance. We're Ugandan founded and licensed by the Bank of Uganda.
Okay, now let's look at the intention of focusing on the cashless economy. I need to understand, how do you tend to execute this in a country that is used to people holding their own cash?
Yeah, so it's a whole agenda of its own, because most of Africa, not just Uganda, is really used to brick and mortar locations, use of cash and paper and checks. So it's a whole agenda, if I'm to say, and this starts by sensitizing the public how useful or impactful a cashless society can lead to a better economy.
Okay.
Just starting with the fact that most of Africa is left behind when competing favorably in the global market, just because we are not taking digital transactions more seriously than the other developed nations.
Oh. Okay, now looking at the agenda of focusing on financial solutions this time around, how is this going to impact, for example, an employee or any person in business? How will their life be simplified with these particular platforms?
Yeah, so with the Sente platform, we offer 4 solutions. The first being spend management. Spend management basically means you as an employer or as a company are able to issue physical Visa cards to your employees, so they're able to spend at department level, and you can get real-time updates of how they're spending. The other is online payments, and that's why we also issue out our virtual Visa cards. So the virtual Visa cards are intended for the sole purpose of helping employees spend in the workplace and not having to go through all the challenges of paperwork, reconciliation, and all.
Let's talk about the saving issue here. If I am an employee, for example, a company has these Visa cards, so that means my salary is supposed to go direct to that account?
Well, it depends on how your company operates. For example, if you have to spend on lunch, you have to go out on work trips, conferences, you can just have your money on the card, and then as you spend, your finance manager back at office is seeing.
All right. Yes. So if we're to look at the banks that are involved in such an initiative, is it only a single bank, or you're using all banks available, commercial banks in the country?
Okay, so the Center Visa card, we were fortunate enough to have a direct partnership with Visa.
Okay.
So these Visa cards work everywhere Visa is accepted.
Okay.
And EcoBank was our proud sponsor, but nonetheless, the card works everywhere.
It does work everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, talking about the Visa incorporation deal you guys had with the team Visa East Africa. Take us more through that, and where's the win-win for both of you?
Between Visa and Sente?
Yes.
Oh, there is a big win.
Okay.
So, as in regards to Sente,
Okay.
we are the first fintech to partner with Visa and launch corporate Visa cards.
Okay.
That are basically meant for online expenses and offline expenses for businesses. What that means is Visa is tapping into a whole new market of corporate businesses.
Okay.
So far we have over 500 businesses here in Uganda alone, and we are targeting other African countries.
Okay,
Yes.
in the same scenario. Okay, and now if we're to talk about financial technologies in Uganda, let's look at the space. Do you believe this is going to be achievable? I believe you're having your hopes high, the optimism is really high. I'm not saying it's never going to happen, but I'm saying where is your main target now for the starters?
Yeah, the uptake is actually there. It's growing steadily. For example, we are seeing more small and medium enterprises just doing away with that whole busy work. Because if you're to see the problem we're trying to solve is the hard work that people have to go through. If you're sending mobile money to 100 people, why do you have to put in one transaction at a time? So our platform is providing value in that when you go in that platform, you're able to send to 100 people, or even 1,000 people in a minute. And you're sending mobile money, you're sending, airtime, you're sending data to your workers, especially those who work in remote areas.
Okay, and let's talk about the subscription management for the users, we the beneficiaries of this. How are you people going to help us in managing our subscriptions and all that, or is it just a single tech?
No, it's not a single tech.
Okay.
When it comes to subscription, you find that many people are struggling with actually using their personal cards versus something that's meant purely for corporate.
Okay.
And when it comes to online subscriptions, for example, people are paying for Google, people are paying for Facebook. And if you put your personal card there at the end of the month with a what, they are going to take that money. So you're better off just putting enough money on the card, and it is specifically allocated to, let's say, Facebook, it's allocated to Google, and that's the only way you'll be able to manage. In fact, the most common challenge that small and medium enterprises face is the fact that they do not have a way of separating their personal funds with their business funds.
Okay, now let's break this down for us, please. Payment collection via cards, via the Visa cards, and mobile money. What is the difference? How does it operate?
So, say you're a restaurant and people are coming to eat at your restaurant and they want to pay. Some have mobile money, some have Visa, but you do not have a one-stop place to collect this money from your customers. So what you provide is an API where you customers, let's say the restaurant, can tap into, and you're able to collect money via mobile money, Airtel or MTN, or bank card, and that is any bank locally in Uganda. Okay.
You see, Uganda's fintechs have found a very huge challenge operating in this country only due to internet connection. The internet connectivity, or the speed at which our internet moves, sometimes affects the growth of the fintechs. How do you intend to work on this particular issue? Or in a simpler way, have you tried to look out for ways that will be easier for Ugandans to use the platform, minus getting some of these challenges with the internet?
Yeah, I mean, we are always just doing stakeholder engagement, and most of these internet providers are actually our partners. And we are also looking to find a way to get businesses, for example, access unlimited internet. I know it's a connectivity issue, mostly in the some parts of the country, but that's something we are constantly engaging our partners on, and we hope for a connected internet country. Yeah.
Let's look at safety now. Securities. With the online platforms comes with hackings and all these particular scammers that happen. How safe is the space for me as the user? How safe are these platforms for the Ugandans who intend to go cashless as well?
Yes, so of course, as a financial technology company, we take security and safety very seriously, especially when we have so many hackers cropping from anywhere and everywhere. So what we do at Cente is we put in systems, and they are good enough. Actually, they are the best systems to be able to track any kind of theft or just hacks and all those security breaches. We are also compliant in every way, since we are licensed by the Bank of Uganda, so we are completely trusted. The other thing is, if you, for example, have a Visa card and it's lost, it's very easy for us to disconnect it, or even you within your company, because it's just a matter of telling your finance manager to switch it off from the platform.
Okay. Yes. If I have my current Visa card, can it be of importance now, or I'm supposed to opt for a new one?
Well, if you have your current Visa card, I'm 100% sure that Visa card is not going to be for corporate use. So our niche here is to just provide companies with corporate cards that they can use specifically for business. So your Visa card right now, Joram, is your personal card. But you need one issued by Smart24 TV to just do all Smart24 expenses. And then the reconciliation is made easy for your finance manager here.
Okay.
Yes.
So wait, I need to understand. You mentioned something to do with the financial manager. Yes. Why then do I need a financial manager if it's my finances?
It's your corporate finances, right?
Okay.
And it's company money, and you need to account for it.
Oh, yeah.
And the person who accounts for it is your finance manager.
True.
Yes.
Okay. And you mentioned EcoBank. Why would you choose Eco?
Yes. EcoBank is existent in 36 African countries, and we're trying to, just go outside our market as well. So it's a perfect partner for this.
Okay.
Yes.
And just a quick one, the lady I'm with here, Lynn 2K, comes from Cente, and they launched Visa business cards in partnership with Visa. That was on the 21st of September 2022, and they are a licensed Ugandan founded financial technology company. You didn't tell us how long you've been in business.
Well, been for a long time. 2017.
Okay.
Yes.
Close to 5 years now.
Yeah, close to 5 years.
Okay, and let's look at now the issue of going cashless. Economies in the world are all driving towards that same goal, the elimination of hard cash. I wouldn't say it's going to be an easy one, but I believe during COVID-19 is when people realize it's easy to use the cashless platforms and all that. Now, where does Cente benefit? Because I believe you are providing the solutions. Now, where do you come in?
Yes, so our mission and vision is tied to connecting African businesses to the global digital economy. So that is our agenda, where we are saying that businesses do not have to do all the paperwork, chasing around people, transport costs, and money can be stolen. There are all the challenges associated with this cash business. So we are bringing on board especially small and medium enterprises, but we also have enterprises. For example, NSSF is one of our clients, and with this drive we hope to see more and more companies seeing the value that cashless ought to offer or has to offer, so they are not left behind in the global inclusion.
Okay, and well, you can see this is actually also focusing on helping the small and medium-sized enterprises to have some discipline around managing their finances. But basically, most of these people hate using banks and all this. I don't know if you've engaged with some of them, but they choose to save their own money minus putting it anywhere.
And the thing is, the money is actually placed on your Cente platform.
Okay.
So you do not have to interact with any bank.
So can I use an app on my phone to monitor
Yes.
my finances?
Yes, that's specifically what we're saying.
Okay.
So in your department as the newsroom, you're able to actually monitor everything you're doing, and then on your account you see the funds you have and you see how much is going out, and you can also pay for lunch, pay for transport. The fuel cards can also be used for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, what are some of the challenges that you've faced as a fintech in the last 4 or 5 years of operation? Where has been the bigger challenge in this space?
Yes, of course, uptake being the first of them.
Okay.
There is a bit of resistance, but that is a global problem, and we hope to tackle it one step at a time. But also, it's been hard getting, for example, tech people. They take personnel.
Okay.
The developers, they are quite few in the market, so we're just trying to find those and the ones that are skilled enough to do this job.
Way forward. Now, what is the way forward for financial technologies in Uganda? Do you think, if you're to look at the next 5-10 years, do we have a space where the fintechs are dominating?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have a saying, and we say in the next 5 or so years, every company should incorporate fintech.
Okay.
In their everyday dealings, because fintech is digital and the world is going digital. So if your company is not operating digitally, what are you doing?
Okay. Why do you push for this? I need to know, where are the benefits?
Yeah.
Strictly, where are the benefits? Because when we say the fintechs, you've broken down some of those benefits why people should choose a platform like yours. But where are the long-term benefits of this?
Yeah. So I'm assuming if you are a business owner, you want more money, right?
Yeah.
And more money is not just in one market. More money is in other markets. The only way you can tap into those markets is by going global. How do you go global? By people being able to access you in one platform anywhere they are in the world. Mm-hmm. So that's like the major benefit for everyone to go global. Like, you want more money, tap into more markets. And how do you do that? Have a digital platform.
Okay, so that you can interact with various individuals,
yes.
investors and all that,
yes.
away from Uganda.
Yes.
Okay, and Zente comes in here for people to actually, Sente.
Yes.
So it is an X, E-N-T-E, though I've been told by Lynn the pronunciation is Sente.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Sente meaning money in a Ugandan context. If you say Sente, will mean money.
Yeah, money, but the X gets to just speak about the experience of the money. So okay. It's not your, everyday money. This is, digital money.
So it's an opportunity of someone investing using these platforms, fintechs, for example, with your Visa, or it's a no man's land.
We can talk behind closed doors.
Okay.
And see. I mean, if you are a potential investor out there, it's yeah, please give me a call.
All right. Okay, now, Lynn, in the next 2 minutes I'm giving you is you're giving in your final remarks as we're winding up with our discussion.
Yes. So thank you so much, Joram again, and Smart 24 TV for hosting me and the Sente platform. I just want to let everyone know out there, if you're a business owner and you would like to sign up your business, just log on to www.sente.co and sign up your business, open an account, and you'll be able to simplify your company finance in a jiffy.
Okay, but before that, I need to know, how do fintechs operate out of this country? Because we've seen scenarios, for example, in the Western world where people are already moving in with the fintechs, for example, these Visa cards that you're actually talking about. How is the move from other countries, if you're to at least compare for us?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to developed countries, for example, in Europe or the US, you're seeing more uptick. I mean, it's incomparable what they do. Everything is digitized. You're going onto a bus, you'll use a card. Okay. You're going into a train, you use a card. In the supermarket, you'll use a card. And it's all just easy for them. You want credit, the money goes to your card. So without a card, it's like you're not operating, you're not functioning. But that's because they saw the whole use of having a digitized way of doing things. So they have things like Revolut, which do more so what we're doing here as Sente in the country and the rest of Africa.
Okay, and that is Lean 2K from Sente, Uganda. Sente Technologies.
Center Technologies, yes.
Okay, and Sente Tech Limited is Lean 2K, who is marketing and head public relations officer, who is taking us through the issues to do with online purchasing and how you can do with the businesses using Visa cards and purchasing online, by the way, going cashless. How best can you tap into the space and see that you're securing your funds, your money, your savings and finances? It is something that is important in this particular day and age. And that is it for our topic of discussion. We'll return after the break with Barija Andrew to give you a breakdown of some of those top weekly topics of discussion. Stick around. Good morning.